Would you like to have more success in all areas of your life? Would you like to double your income, triple your income, or even get yourself to a millionaire or beyond? Guys, in this episode, I'm going to be teaching you the 10 different habits of highly successful people and how you can actually embed them into your lifestyle so you can start getting similar results to them. But make sure you stick around because number 8 is my favorite and is the single thing that actually changed the freaking game for me, and is the thing that is not taught in schools. In fact, they teach you the exact opposite, and that's why most people end up broke. Alright, so the first one is successful people are goal-driven. I've never met or interviewed a successful person, right? Someone who's extremely wealthy and extremely happy that doesn't have these things. A clear written goal, a clear image of exactly where they're going, what they're actually creating. They have it written down every single day. So if they don't have it written down somewhere around them in physical, they'll write it down daily. So me, for example, every single day when I wake up, I write down my 3 biggest goals every single freaking day. So not only is it just at the forefront of my mind, but I'm actually embedding it into my nervous system over and over and over and over again. And the last thing is they all have a plan to actually achieve it. So they're not just writing down goals and thinking these big goals and then not having any plan to actually achieve it. That's called delusion. What successful people do is they're goal driven, they think freaking big, they have it clearly written, they write it down daily, and they have a plan on how they're going to achieve it. Number 2 is they are everyday learners. Every single day, they're doing something to put something into their mind, into their body, so they can actually learn and grow as humans. They're listening to podcasts, they're reading books, they're watching YouTube videos, they're investing in coaches, mentors, or they're having high-level conversations with those around them that they're using to even elevate to the next level. And if they're not doing any of that, I guarantee you, they would do some sort of reflection on their day and in their life. If not daily, definitely weekly. So if they're not learning from anybody else and they've really achieved so much and they're finding it hard to get around people to really learn and grow from, which does happen sometimes, they would self-reflect and actually ask themselves questions. What can I learn from this? How can I do things better? How can I do more of this that worked? How can I do less of this that didn't work? How can I get myself around better people? And they're always looking for how they can learn something and continually grow. And on that note, they never, ever, ever think that they know it all. Because there's a saying that the more you think you know, the more you know you don't know anything. Okay, success habit number 3 is they are persistent. Here's the thing. Successful people, they don't hear the word no. They do not hear the word no. The only thing they hear is not right now. In fact, one of the things that I learned at a young age, I heard there was this ultra millionaire, the $100 million entrepreneur that I used to model and I used to get mentored from. He's 90 years old. He said one thing to me. He said, Morgan, when somebody says to me no, I respond to them and say, you don't know enough about me to say no to me. And the persistence that comes from this guy was just insane. And I've always carried that through into my life now, into every single thing I do. When someone says no to me, I just think that you can't say no because you don't know enough about me, my product, my offer, and my business to even say no to me. So until then, let's keep talking. I'm gonna come back in a week. I'm gonna come back in a month. I'm gonna come back in a year. I'm gonna do whatever I can to keep getting in front of you and present this opportunity, present this business, have this conversation. And I'm not gonna stop at anything. Successful people are ultra persistent. They just keep going. They say water can cut through and create a canyon, not because of the pressure, but because of the consistency of continually hitting the same spot over and over and over and over and over. So become freaking persistent. What's up, Dream Nation? Have you ever wondered how far ahead your life would have already been if you had got access to this type of content at a younger age? Look, this is why I need your help. I'm trying to build the #1 personal development platform out there to teach you guys the tips, tricks, and attitude of what it takes to live your dream life and to bring the type of education that we all wish we had in school. This show only grows by word of mouth and new subscribers, so it would mean the world to me if you could smash that subscribe button right now, leave us a 5-star written review or drop a comment below and share this episode with a friend. I would be forever grateful. All right, now let's get back into this episode. Number 4, this is a huge one. They surround themselves with people that lift them up, that make them more successful, and they're absolutely ruthless when it comes to energy vampires. They're ruthless when it comes to people who just want to suck their energy. They want to suck their brain. They want to bring them down. They want to bring drama into their life. They want to gossip. They want to just create negativity and a toxic environment. Successful people are actually freaking ruthless on surrounding themselves with people that are going to uplift them, they're going to help them become more successful, that are going to inspire them, that are going to challenge them, and they're ruthless against the people that are going to do everything other than that. If you're going to waste their time, bring them down, bring toxicity into their life, drama, gossip, and the rest of this shit, they do not spend time with you. So become someone who's very conscious and intentional with the people that you surround yourself with. Number 5 is they seek the unknown zone. They love the unknown. They love this spontaneity. They love not knowing what can happen on the other side. They play big. They run risks, calculated risks. But the main thing is they do everything other than staying in their comfort zone, because successful people know that being in your comfort zone will give you nothing other than exactly what you've been having. Most successful people want to continually grow, so they like to push their comfort zone. They like to do things that scare them, like to do things that are different. They like to actually stretch themselves and be in places that make them feel uncomfortable, because striving for the unknown zone develops more self-trust, develops more self-confidence, and in my opinion, it is the most juiciest, sexiest, funnest freaking part of life is when you're spending it in the unknown zone. When you have no idea what could happen. Is this gonna be really good? Is this gonna be really bad? That for me is the most exciting freaking place to live. And I try to put myself there as much as possible. Successful people know that the more they spend time in the unknown zone, the more they develop their self-trust, which then is gonna help them in the business, in life, relationships, and anything that comes across their plate. They know that if they can handle this in the unknown zone without not knowing what was going to happen at them, they can sure as hell handle anything else that life throws at them. Number 6 is they treat their bodies with love and respect. Here's the thing that I had to learn the hard way, okay? They don't drink. If they do drink, it's quite minimal. The ultra successful people I've met, if they do drink, it's a couple glasses of champagne. They sure as hell never get themselves drunk, and it's just minimal because they understand that this stuff's going into their body. It's going to alter their way of thinking, alter how they perform the next day, and they just steer away from it. They sure as hell don't touch drugs. At least in my opinion, the super ultra mega successful people, they just can't steer away from it, right? And I know you might be thinking, but what about Jordan Belfort, right? Here's the thing. Has there been extremely successful people that have tapped into large amounts of drugs? 100%. What I'm giving you right here is this is what the most happiest and the most successful people that I've met, these are the habits that they have in common. They tend to stay away from it because here's the thing, it's just not sustainable. Yes, people can be like, oh, I use drugs, I smoke weed, or whatever, the weed calms me down. I don't know. Because here's the thing, if you're smoking weed and I'm not, and me and you both go into a sales meeting, I'm gonna beat you every single day because you're gonna be a lot slower, you're gonna be more relaxed. So they tend to just do things that are good for their body. They work out daily, they eat healthy, they focus on their health because they just know that they are their biggest asset. And if they're not performing at the highest possible ability that they can, they're not gonna get the results that they actually want. Number 7 is they focus on their strengths and they outsource their weaknesses. Now here's the thing, that in school, don't they teach you that, hey, if you're failing these subjects, you gotta put more attention to this, you gotta get some tutoring there, you gotta increase your weakness? It's the dumbest thing. This is one of the ways why the school system, the education system is setting us up for failure, because they don't tell us to focus on the things we're already freaking good at. They kind of bypass it. They put it over here and they say, hey, little Johnny, you're not very good at English, you're not very good at this, you're not really good at maths. How about you get some tutoring and actually get a little bit better at that? But here's the thing, successful people, they discover the things that they're really freaking good at. They triple down on those things and they outsource the things that they're not good at. I, for one, suck at English. I didn't read my first book until I was 23 years old, and I can still barely freaking read. That doesn't mean that I'm taking English lessons and trying to improve my English, because I don't give a crap about that. We have auto spell, autocorrect. My team does proofreading for me. There's tools out there that will do grammar checks for us. I'm not going to spend time on trying to major in minor things. I'm going to focus down and double down the things that I'm freaking already good at, that I'm uniquely gifted at, and I'm going to get better results in that, and I'm going to outsource the things that I actually suck at. Number 8. Now, this changed my life when I heard it. This is the biggest one. See, rich people spend money to make time, where poor people spend time to make money. It was the biggest change in my life when I heard that. You see, if we're consistently addicted to spending time to just get a paycheck, get money, the money's only gonna get us so far. So successful people will take their money, reinvest it so they can buy their own time back. I'll give you an example. One time when I was really starting to scale one of my last businesses, I was downstairs and I was cooking my own meal prep for the week. And I had this freaking crazy thought. I was like, why am I doing this? So I outsourced it. And I got a chef to come over to the house and start doing all my groceries for me, doing all my meal prep. Now I had to pay them, I think $40 an hour or something. So at the time, it was like, well, I've got time, I should just do this. But here's what happened. I outsourced that time. So I just bought my time back at $40 an hour. I gave someone $40 an hour to do the cooking for me. I bought that time back for me. I went upstairs. I closed a $5,000 deal in 10 minutes. See, my time is spent better doing high income producing tasks like that, like sales, copywriting, marketing, content creation, managing and dealing with my team and my businesses, not freaking cooking my lunch. So focus on how can you spend your money to buy more time back in your life and invest that time wisely on things that are gonna give you a bigger ROI. Number 9 is they fall in love with failure. Here's the thing, successful people just get this one trait. They understand that failure is nothing other than feedback. Failure doesn't mean anything about you, doesn't mean anything about the way you were raised, doesn't mean anything about your business, doesn't mean anything about your life, your relationships, nothing. All it is a way for you to get feedback in your life of what is working and what is not working. What you should then do is take the things that are working, do more of them, take the things that are not working, do less of those things. But for God's sake, please stop looking at failure as if it's something to be afraid of or it's scary or you should just avoid it. In fact, lean 10 times harder into it and fail as fast as you can and as hard as you can, because you're going to get more feedback, more data on how to actually get closer to the thing you want than you would have ever done any other way. Number 10, this one is huge. Successful people take time out to reflect, recharge, and plan their future and their life. Here's the thing, successful people are not just 100% on all the freaking time. They actually structure in time, days, weekends, trips, and when they're gonna take themselves out of their business, out of their life, to actually just self-reflect. How did I perform the last 90 days, 6 months, 1 year? How did I reflect? Okay, this is what's working, this is what's not working. Then they get to replan. Then they get to do things so they can attack the next quarter, next 6 months, or whatever they want to do. But the biggest thing is they spend time and they actually pencil time in to recharge. A successful person is only successful when they're on the field because of what they do when they're off the field. If they spend all their time on the field, they'll eventually lead their life to a quite uninspiring life, or maybe even burn out. So the reason they can actually perform at a higher level, get a lot done, and achieve massive amounts of success on the field is because of what they actually do in their lives when they're off the field. They take this time to actually stop, plan, reflect, and recharge their own body, their nervous system, their mind, and then they go again. So there you have it, guys. That's the 10 habits of highly successful people. And what I'm curious to know is, which one of these 10 habits are you going to apply into your life immediately? Let me know in the comment section right below. I cannot wait to see the growth you guys have from this. And if you're brand new here, guys, subscribe, do all those sorts of things, because we drop so much freaking value here for you guys to learn the tips, tricks, and secrets to create your dream life. All right. But until next episode, dream out loud.